As well, up in a third place too. This is his signing off ride from Rookies Cup. Not only is he zero from car pushing, so yes, the tyres distinctly a bit more worn.
From Benyat Fernandez and Gonzalez and Carpuchin.
It's all very well having the upper hand last 3 years, but he's already announced to join the Aspar team alongside Maximo Quiles in Motor now.
Yes, indeed. Okay, there is talking of Carpuchin, the pole man. There he is heading the...
And knowing something about this track that Veda doesn't, but Brian, Veda behind you. What have you got on Marco Morelli out 3 next year? No plan B he came into Rookies Cup with. Plan A has...
And Brian Uriarte in second place. And
front, no plan B, 95, looking for a ride in the World Championship. Well and truly worked out.
That's right, and he's looking for his first win of this season. It may well be that we've just got to pause, calm our nerves a little bit. And
next year it's his final season in Rookies Cup. Will he sign off with another win before?
He had 2 wins. He won in Jerez and Assen last year in Rookies Cup, but although he's got to see how it unfolds at the end of the race. Oh, down the waterfall. Marco Morelli takes into third.
Eventually heading to the world stage.
As I say, he qualified on the front row in third place on a couple of thirds and a second yesterday. He'd love to sign off with another victory. There he is, third place there. Picks up the slipstream. Brian Uriarte around the outside.
Whoa, goodness.
On the spare bike. So he's obviously got this sorted out now. It's working really well for him. Number 95, the Argentine 18-year-old.
And he's got the 95 of Lightning McQueen. It's me.
You can't name me. Calm your nerves. Benyat Fernandez on the numbers, and he's making full use of it.
Christian Daniel Jr. in third position has a track limits warning. One more time on top of his helmet as well. He really a little tribute to the Cars film.
11 sweeps up the inside, briefly takes the lead, but well, who's in front?
Green, and he too will have a long lap penalty. He cannot afford to make that mistake again. As well as he moves into second place. Veda tried to get it back on him, but missed out that time around.
I can't tell you who's in front. Right, it is still number 7, Benyat Fernandez.
Goodness me, just there was a variety of lines. 70 going for second, up on the inside of Brian Uriarte. He finally makes a move at turns. He also Morelli loves the inside line here at turns 9 and 10. We saw that yesterday in nearly 4 lines there, wasn't there? I mean, this is the case that we're seeing now, Peter, is riders not wanting to lead potentially. I mean, it's getting 7, absolutely brilliant from the American, up in the second spot. This is a bit of grief as well as he cut it too inside a couple of times, nearly clipping the back wheels of various riders. And very messy now. It's as if a lot of them, they don't really want to lead coming down the start and finish straight. They want to be the ones doing this. Absolutely sensational.
And it's going to be about 5 abreast on the brakes here. That's right, but assuming that he's kept the same gearing as yesterday, he and Brian are...
Dive bombing, not the ones getting dive bombed, and it was Ramadipa doing the biggest dive bomb of them all. But it's going to be Morelli.
Marco Morelli with the advantage.
Veda on the inside. Brian's back to 5th, Peter.
On the short gearing, so he can do that tight line and still get a good drive. On the green stuff, Brian...
Who goes through the front, and that is Guillaume Plonk going wide, getting all crossed up.
Yeah, and are they going to keep off the green as they go on to the last lap through this long right-hander? Uriarte has to watch out. You know, too many excursions onto the green, and he's going to have a long lap penalty. But
Morelli leading the way from Ramadipa in second place now. That is why then they
all have managed to stay away from it. It is Marco Morelli that leads from Veda Pratama, from Christian. He's obviously trying to get away, and he's not getting away from...
don't want to be the one that's getting dive bombed into turn 1, so we are seeing more silly sort of antics in the penultimate.
Daniel Jr. Brian Uriarte, the cut points leader, is back in 4th place. Hakim Danish is from Marco Morelli.
Yeah, Morelli definitely catching him sector by sector, isn't he, in his ultimate corners.
There's another, a thinker we haven't talked too much about. I think it's back in 11th place. He's still down in 13th place.
He's made a spot up. He's on the back of that group. That's the best he's got. As Pratama, Mitani and Danish, as well as Gonzalez, keep it fairly tidy.
It's the 54 Veda Pratama, and I can just imagine he is the sort of guy who's sitting there in the middle of the...
Going to achieve there. So here we go, Peter. One of the main overtaking spots. Brian, well, they'll be back on it, and that is not your usual overtaking place for David Gonzalez. Very nicely done.
Not wanting to do anything too dramatic, I'm going to wait to see how things unfold. hold.
Carlo Thompson's got something in hand on Veda apparently, but where is it? He's ahead of you. You got to make that move to. Indeed, well done, that man.
He'll go anywhere, won't he, Davies? He's a man on form superbly.
Another one of those riders, I reckon, Peter. He was in 8th crossing the line, but found himself way up front. Extend that lead in the championship, but he's got so many other riders to contend with. This is
very much, hoping to pick up a Moto3 ride for next year. Superb.
Marco Morelli was a second quicker after that. Goodness me. That was, oh no, who was that? It wasn't Plonk. Absolutely cracking. 7 riders up for the win here.
Yeah, Marco Morelli's down in 6th place.
Than everybody else on track that time around, near enough. A 145.3. Goodness gracious. Going wide. It was somebody else then. Could have been Singapore actually.
He's in the cup chase. He's not in the battle. It's down to Veda and Brian Ariarte.
Veda!
Man, that's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely superb.
Morelli's absolutely in the groove. He's down into 7th place now. I think it was Mike Hugh, unfortunately.
Right, so down the drop.
Veda goes into the lead, Peter. What a move on the exit of turn 3.
He did. He was slower in, got a superb drive.
This is like what we saw from one of his 2 wins back last year.
They go off the waterfall, and it is Marco Morelli who has the slightest advantage now, and Brian has gone with him. You see, being quick and slow out really ruined it for Morelli. It was
actually Morelli who set the fastest lap. That graphic on your screen is wrong.
Okay, right. So there is the 51 of our, well, he can sometimes drop back from 1st to 3rd place.
Christian Daniel looking up the inside, but Morelli's so late on the brake.
Brian Ariarte has the advantage. He's now got Marco Morelli locked onto the points leader, depending on where he is.
Exactly, but he's not at the moment. He'll be firmly in 2nd place, finishing in a position like that. That's quite sideways as well there, so it is. Wow, it's going to be potentially 1-2 in the jam.
Rear Pirelli of that KTM.
Tinez has gone down, unfortunately, at turn 2. There's Pugliese then. The 31 has not had a great weekend of it so far. Had a championship 1-2 in the race, Peter. Here we go. We're headed towards the final sector. That's a shame. I think the same happened yesterday, didn't it? Tinez went wide yesterday. A very nonplussed expression about him all weekend long so far, but he might be still in 3rd position. Daniel hanging it fast, found the outside, tyres screaming. Sorry, finished 14th, a couple of points, but fastest lap of the race earlier in the gravel this time. We'll be feeling a bit happier after this. Morelli still leads down in towards turn 1, but goodness me, give me more grip, I need it. Here we go!
Yeah, and it is now. It's Pratama that leads
around, unfortunately, for the Venezuelan.
And he's rejoined the race, so maybe he'll pick up, a place again.
How many riders abreast do you want to be? Ramadipa goes in a 2nd place then.
And Brian Ariarte, but you know that Marco Morelli's going to have something to say about that in the last 2. Here is the 54 of Veda Pratama.